Karen stood at the edge of the lake, hands on her hips, like she owned the water itself. She told me and my friends that we had no right to swim there because, according to her, the lake was part of her backyard. That lake wasn't hers. It was public land, open to everyone. Kids had learned to swim there, families had fished off its shore, and I grew up spending summers in its water. But Karen didn't care. She put up fake no trespassing signs, shouted at anyone who dared step near the water, and even called the HOA to back her up. The HOA, of course, sided with her. They sent letters claiming lake access was limited and threatened fines if we ignored the so-called rules. But I wasn't about to let Karen steal something that belonged to the entire community, so I came up with a plan. If Karen wanted to call the lake her private pool, then I was going to show her just how public it really was. I got on social media, made a few phone calls, and within a week I organized the biggest community swim day our town had ever seen. The morning of the event, Karen stormed out of her house furious, but it was too late. Families arrived with towels and coolers. Kids came with floaties and beach balls. Lifeguards volunteered to keep watch. Even food trucks lined up nearby. The lake wasn't quiet anymore, it was alive. Laughter echoed across the water, music played, and neighbors who hadn't spoken in years were suddenly sitting side by side, sharing stories and snacks. Karen screamed at the crowd, waving her HOA letters in the air. But no one listened. Even the local news showed up to cover the event, and once the cameras rolled, Karen backed off fast. The HOA didn't dare intervene when the whole town was united on live television. By the end of the day, the lake had become what it was always meant to be, a gathering place. People thanked me for standing up, for reminding everyone that some things don't belong to one person, no matter how entitled they are. Now, every summer, we host a community swim at the lake. Hundreds show up. And Karen? She can only watch from her porch, while the water she once tried to claim as her own is filled with joy, laughter, and life. She thought the lake was her backyard, but I proved it belonged to everyone.